Hi everyone, my name is Ken from Smarthon. Today I'm very happy to introduce you the kit set. I'm your trainer. You can call me Ken. In the coming chapter, I will introduce you all of the main point of this Smart City IoT starter kit. So for today's training, for this online teacher training, there are several parts. For example, we will talk about what is actually the kit mainly focused on, because you gotta know that we cannot teach all the things from word to come to very detail in, for example, 1 hour lesson. Especially teachers. So second, we will talk about some electronic inside the smart city kits, smartphone system, and IoT, etc. etc. So I'm happy here to take this a series of video for all of you teachers to know more about the main point or details in this kit set. So let's start. Hi, let's start our teacher training. So I will use the PowerPoint in the coming session, and you guys actually can download it. So let me start it now. So to introduce the main point of the Smart City IoT Starter Kit for you to easier to teach like student, or you know what is the main point inside the kits. Okay, so let's start. So in this kit, actually I will separate into different parts as said before. Firstly, I will quickly introduce what actually it focuses on, because you have to know why we need to make it, what the kit set focus on. Very brief background for you to know. Second, the smartphone system. If you don't know what actually smartphone system is, you don't know how to teach the electronic easier, because when inside the kit there are many different components, not just a model but electronic and IoT knowledge. Many different things you have to know and learn. So thirdly, so the first second I will introduce in one video, and like the second video we will introduce the normal cases first. As you know, the Smart City Kit, firstly thank you for your buying for the product. Actually there are, you know that there are many cases, so we will introduce the normal case first. What actually main features and how the final product can be made in the final stage, like scenario 1 to 3. So and then after the quick introduction, smartphone system, normal case, we will start to introduce the basic IoT knowledge. The third, not the third, but the third, the third video. So for the fourth video, we will introduce you the advanced IoT. So you can know that it is a very quick rundown. So I'm happy to start on this video for the first two parts, quick introduction and smartphone system. Okay, so actually nowadays the smart city concept is very important, but not that much teachers know what actually smart city is and how to teach smart city efficiently. So these two questions make us nervous. We need to know how to teach it in one like kit set. So this kit set is invented and focusing on the smart city. So let me introduce you very quickly. For the smart city IoT starter kit for microbit, actually it very suitable for primary year 4 student to secondary year 6 student. And actually like the age, for example, it is like age 10 to like 18 years old. So because they have to know and these kids actually are a bit advanced. They need to use IoT, use coding, use programming, know electronics. So better, higher age is better. So especially it's quite more suitable for computer science subject because there are so many different smart city concept and IoT knowledge inside. But of course, it's suitable for different STEM project. Yeah, that definitely fine. So and the second one is I need to tell you guys, tell you teachers about it. Focus on teaching IoT programming and building a smart city. It very emphasizes on these two areas. It is not focused on learning like testing programming, from typing the word test programming to building a smart city. Otherwise, all the time will be spent on learning test programming, or to build some artwork. So it also not focus on. It focus on IoT programming. It focus on building a smart city. That's all. So that's why actually there are many different models. PP make model inside. It saves a lot at time. That's the reason. Yes. The third point is there are different 11 cases inside, so it can create own smart city. It very focused and emphasize the creativity. Yes. And of course, there are so many flexibility, extensibility for students to make very advanced smart city. So it has so many space for 2 to 3 students to do the group project, and then they brainstorm and then present it. So it quite suitable like 2 to 3 plus people or students. However, one student also can use one kit set. So that is the smart city IoT starter kit for microbits. So this is a quick introduction. So let me actually, you guys also know that most of the things actually are on the website. Yes, you can also see these things. Yes, so the video things I will not play it right now, but I will introduce you more the feature continuously first. So because I think before you buy the kit, or you want to buy it next, you already know something about the smart city IoT starter kit. Maybe you already read the video or some material online, so I will not play that one. I will focus more on teaching now. Okay, so let's talk continuously. So I would like to say that to teach a smart city, it is not easy, but how to teach smart city? We need to connect the student or kids to the real world. We need to let them know about how actually real smart city operates. To do this, these cases actually are decided based on Hong Kong blueprint, Hong Kong smart city blueprint. Well, Hong Kong also want to build a smart city. Nowadays, different country, different city also want to build a smart city because they want to increase some economic, or they want to make use of ICT to enhance or enhance something different area of living quality, blah blah blah. So smart city in Hong Kong, smart city blueprint actually it has several categories. To combine, I think all of teacher, you guys also know that smart home project it is okay, or smart plants okay. To build a house it is okay, but how to build a smart city it is very difficult. In fact, a city actually has different components, different parts to combine into one city. So we need to teach a smart city, we need to teach different areas instead of one areas. But yeah, we need to connect different things together. So let's go back to here. In Hong Kong, The smart mobility, it like smart transport, smart living, smart environment, smart people, smart government, and smart economic. So these 6 areas combined together into one, it will build a smart city. That's all. So you can start to imagine how to teach smart city, how to teach these 6 areas. So you can, of course, you can very quickly understand that. Wow, smart government, smart economic, it is very difficult to teach. But smart people, of course, we now start to educate the people or citizens in a city, make them smart, and then after they graduate, they will one part of the very important element also is smart people. So we are doing now. So in this case, actually, we can just only teach these 3 areas. The first one is smart mobility. The second one is the smart living, and the third one is the smart environment. So in that 11 cases, there are different cases may belong to different category. So to combine into one smart city, so that student can combine different cases and then make one scenario to in the smart city. That's all. So maybe you will ask that, well, why I need to base on Hong Kong blueprint? Yeah, actually it is not true that we have to follow, but different country and different city actually quite similar concept to build a smart city. And I would like to also tell you guys more about before we teach this kit set, we also want to teach the concept about the smart city to the student. We don't want to just let them build a smart city and then pay electronic, pay coding, and then pay arts, and then do cool project. That is not the final goals. And we want to let them know how actually the smart city in our world, and then they can start to make smart city. This is the main behind thought for the smart city kit. So sorry, going back to the question about why we have to follow, and I can say that in for smart city, not that much country or city are rich and they want to build a smart city, but it is not the highest priority. Different country or different city have different blueprint and different planning, but this is the trend. All city and and in country, it is true that they need to build a smart city. So yeah, it is very good concept and good topic, and we have to start to educate the student about the smart city. That is the reason. So how to teach a smart city efficiently? Well, we cannot go outside and then build a real house and then connect the real electronic. Instead, we have a kit set. We can have one fixed area or one part of the road for them to try to build a smart city in one area. For example, A2 side city map. Yes, so in this graphic you can see that actually the student can do something like this. Well, they can do make the tall building, make some small building smart house or with some roof. The city have some garbage disposal system or rubbish bin, street light, car speed monitoring, traffic light, environmental display to detect the environment value, the car park. So actually we design the city map, and then it narrow and then make one A2 size so that it has most of the element for smart city in this area for the student to learn the smart city. This is the very great point I would like to tell you guys about. And this kit set, going back to here, there are 3 areas the student can make. For example, smart living, smart environment, and smart mobility. Of course, the city can have different things about these 3 smart areas. However, if the students want to make the smart city more focused on smart living, or more focused on smart environment, green engineering, or smart transport, it is also fine. Up to them how the student or how the user want to make the smart city. They can start to do the planning, start to think what is their final dream smart city. Yes. So going back to here is in this case that it very focused on what is smart city. So that's why but actually, do you know what is smart city? Let me quickly introduce is actually, yeah, as I said before, it integrates the ICT into the city to improve the sustainability or efficiency in different areas. For example, here, yeah. So this is that actually there are 6 areas we actually should focus on, but we just teach 3 areas. That's all. So in this case, that we very focus on teaching smart city and the background logic of behind all this. Okay, so let me quickly after you know about the smart city kit set, what is the behind concept. We start to open the box. I will start to introduce you what all stuff inside, what the resources you can have to build this smart city. Okay, so when you open the box, you actually can notice there is a part list card, different electronics or some main box, and you will notice there is model and city map and some different accessory parts. So let's go to start to open the box now. Okay, on the table you can see that there is one smart city box. Yes, so I will open it up and you can see all of the things inside, or you already have one on hand, you can open it with me right now so that I will introduce you all the components inside. Firstly, of course, you can notice there is a part list card. Okay, and there are different electronics with some screw nuts and battery holder. So the things I would like to tell you about is all the things inside the kit set actually are also focused on smart city. You can notice that there is a raindrop sensor, traffic light, temperature sensor, sound sensor, distance sensor. All actually it is very useful on building a smart city. For example, raindrop temperature sensor, actually it can detect the environmental value, and the sound sensor, light sensor or LED traffic light motion sensor, distance sensor, security, blah blah blah. So we will not put some like heartbeat sensor inside, but we will put all the things, all the modules related to smart city inside. So if you buy this kit set, you will have all the things inside to build a smart city all in one. No need to buy anything other else in somewhere. So let's go ahead, and then we can notice that there are 2 wire pad, USB accessory pad. This is not that important. We will go through it later. But the more important thing is there is a model inside, yes, and the city map and the wood model. So actually, this model I can tell you more about. There are 8 to 9 models we can build, and all models actually are component in smart city. Our R&D team actually design and study most of the things inside the smart city at what actually it includes. For example, it includes the building. Yeah. For example, it includes the traffic light, it includes the street light, it includes the rapid speed, it includes the car park. We combine all the things and then design different model, and then so that we can have all the model inside, so that the student can get started. Yeah. So it is very great that we have all models. We will talk more about the details afterwards. The more important thing is, wow, there is a city map here, A2 paper city map. That's great that we can just open it, fold it up, and then you can see that, wow, the student can start it right away now. We do not need to know, and we don't know how to start, where to start, but we at least have a city map. This have a very flexible things. For example, you can notice that the car park, different playground. It is a playground. Sorry, it is a playground. However, we can regard this one as a building place to put building, but we can also make it as a playground. It is flexible. There are different wall. Of course, there are a car park area and different way direction of the wall, so that it can have at least a small minimum map we can start, but also have the highest feasibility for students to play around on it, and also with some grass here. Yeah, so it is a great city map. I am happy to here introduce you, because our R&D team actually think how to teach the smart city very efficiently and easily to the student, and so that we make a city map with all different great model. We think that it is useful in a smart city, and then with different wire, different electronic, and then that is the smart city kit set. So yeah, let's go back to the PPT, and I will start to introduce you more about different resources we can kickstart. Because when you open up a box, you don't know, there are many things. Okay, there are many things inside. Yep. But how to start? So the quick way you can start, actually, you know that there are many different parts here. For example, electronics, school, model, city map, blah 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 blah. How to start it? Actually, in the right, lower corner QR code, and there is a link for you to go to the online documentation. So here is a manual book. Here is a very detailed online documentation. Okay, let's go back here. So for opening the box, we know that there are different electronics inside, but we start to know what actually the resources we have right now. So let's go here, and actually, we have the QR code here, yes, to scan it, and then you can get the access for the electronic menu board. And also, the menu board, how it looks like, actually it is like here, and actually how it looks like, let me go here, and you can see that when you scan the QR code, you can have like this PDF on your phone. It will introduce the content, actually, yes, what cases it can do, IoT cases, what scenario, and what actually, it also very focused on smart city. When you open the box, you don't know how to build it, but when you go to the menu, it focuses on teaching smart city, so it will not let you know what actually smart city is. what IoT is. IoT also is one of the area it want to focus on. Also, so for the part list. Okay, what stuff inside? Yes, and what different component actually it means on. It means for example, it is the LED. So all part list card, all the models inside, and I also emphasized before, each actually the playground lamp, car park access barrier, garbage disposal system, all are very flexible. But and all are minimum element for in the smart city. But I will introduce you more about the details later. So let's go ahead. IoTB, how to access on, the part list card, part list for case 1, how to build an automated smart playground lamp, assembly step, and coding, and second case, smart car access. We are very detailed. They are very detailed. So the first material you can access, and the second material you can access is lower corner, the online documentation. All are very complete. Well, you can access this link, and actually when you access this link, you just type it, and then well, you can go to this link here. This link. Actually, it is an online documentation. It introduces the kit set, what actually it can build, and what component is. And let's go through the menu here. For example, what IoTP is, how to get things started, what is the first step to connect Wi-Fi, and different chapter focus on Wi-Fi, and there are 11 cases, and different cases how to build. For example, the case 1 as I shared with you on the menu book. Here you can see that in very detail. For example, the goals, how to build a playground name, how to save the energy, the background, it is the operation, how logic operation is in background, the part list, what actually it needs for building these cases. This case, the model, the electronic, the assembly step, okay, how to quickly build a smart street light, and also hardware, how to connect, for example, connect two modules, and how to code it in programming, the answer and the results. Finally, you can see here, well, it turns on when the people come nearby. On this, it detects the motion because the reason here. So very detailed, case 2 and case 3. So I will not go through it one by one right now, but introduce you the electronic menu you can make use on in this stage first. And of course, I will go through case 1 to case 5 in the next chapter session for the video. The main point I will introduce you, but the detail are already very clear on the documentation, and you can actually follow. So in this video, we will just focus on the main point, the main focus you need to aware, and also how to learn the IoT knowledge, because actually IoT knowledge are quite difficult to learn, but not for all the people can easily learn. So, and also the electronic knowledge, and how to teach the student, how to make use of the courseware, So yeah, I'm very happy to take this video so that you guys can repeat it, and then learn it, and then spread it, and then to different teachers like that. So okay, so let's go ahead and keep continuous to this one. Okay, so you know that there are at least 2 material you can access. Okay, that's great. Of course, the online documentation, it is very useful. You can teach the student, ask them to go to the website and then do case by case. Of course, it is also fine. Or you can follow the menu book, but it's up to the teacher. When you teach the student, they can use this one. Of course, we have all the worksheet and in courseware, so I will introduce more of the detail later. So let's go ahead. So, okay. The built-in model and city map also one of the great feature I already have introduced you in the unboxing part. Yeah, so different models inside. Wow, so good. With electronics, and then yeah, the model, yeah, that's great. It is easy to start it. Yeah, all the things are city elements. All electronic are also in city. So that's all. So I can also I will tell you more about how actually different model can pay on, and yeah, the great feature and so on. So so hope that I can in this introduction part I can quickly let you know that, let's recap what actually it focus on, what actually the kit set can allow students pay on. For example, these 3 areas, we focus on smart city, and this 3 area, after you unboxing the box, you know there are parts this card and different things. In this kit set, actually there are manual and online documentation you can make use on, and of course it is designed for its building smart city, because inside there are different model. Actually it is very flexible, you can change it. However, we design different use case for students to actually know what smart element inside smart city. Yeah, so it is good for them to start. So okay, so thank you. So let's go. The introduction part is finished, and we will go to the second part. It is a smartphone system, because we need to know about we know how to build a model. It just takes you time to build it, but you need to know different electronic, what actually the module, sensor, actuator operate, how the logic behind, and how to connect the wire. If you don't know, you just pay the microbit, you don't know the smartphone system, you don't know the electronic, you don't know how to connect the wire, and you don't know the concept behind, it will not that very smooth to go through these things. Okay, let's start. What is actually the smartphone system? Well, in this the coming online teacher training video, I will very detailedly to teach you all the details inside the kit, all the component inside. So on my hand or on your hand, actually you open the box, you know the material you can use on the website. Of course you can start build right now, but I want to of course introduce you more about the concept. For this kit set, I will not very focus on the last and all the accessory, because you can know how to deal with this small component in different use cases with models or city map. However, the main point I want to introduce you is the electronic, because all the electronic you need to know it more very completely. I will start to introduce you this from electronics and the IoT bit board, main board, so that you can know very easily, and you can teach students more efficiently also. So let's start. So for the smartphone system, actually it is like a electronic knowledge. Yeah. So when you open a box or an electronic, do you know what actually the module is? Of course, some of you might know, because but some of you might not know, because different audience of use might have different level. I hope to take this video to cover all of the level, but but I will try to cover most of the more important knowledge or concept especially for the smartphone keyset. So all actually are electronics, but do you know what actually different things are? How to connect with each other? How to play with microbit? Yes, actually, why? That is the reason why I would like to teach you about. Well, let's start. Why we need to introduce you the smartphone system? Actually, because it allows you easier to learn electronics, or the student easier to learn. But we will classify something or define something so that you guys can know how to connect and the logic behind it will be easier. So let me start right now. Firstly, of course, the main thing on the board, actually you can notice here. Well, the things on here, you can see that the main board here, it is the biggest one. Of course, it might be the most important one. Yes, you are right. Yes, the biggest one, microbit. This is not microbit. This is the IoT bits. You can just turn back, and you can see that IoT bits here. Okay, IoT bit actually, you guys know that the keyset actually is pairing with microbit. So the microbit is the main processor in the whole smart city. It is like a brain, and for your smart city, you will build the main processor to operate a whole smart city. But you know that this is the processor. There is no Wi-Fi. We need to play in with the IoT bit, which is extension board, and it extend the Wi-Fi ability. I will introduce more later. But at least you know that it is the core things with microbit. Okay. So let's go back to the smartphone system. It is like you can know that the middle one our core IoT bit. But to learn the electronics, actually, smartphone make it easier, and we focus on learning IoT and learning building smart cities, smart home, or smart plants. And we don't want to actually teach so much, so difficult, very advanced electronic knowledge. We want to make all the things easy, and students or teachers or user will not actually know the electronic knowledge from fundamental, from the very technique wordings. But with smartphone, make all the things easier, make all the wordings easier to understand for all normal people. So that the student can not just or user not just learn the electronic knowledge, the boring IoT knowledge, boring electronic knowledge, boring programming knowledge, but they learn different general concept terms from smartphone. It will be fine. So smartphone system actually it define two areas. The first, actually there are so many electronics, but the first thing is input. Actually it is sensors. Well, some of you might already know, actually if some have electronic knowledge, they might know this is the light sensor, this is sound sensor, this is temperature emitting sensor, but not all the people or not all the teacher are expert or computer science profession in the major. They don't know actually what actually this electronic stuff is. So yeah, this is what is this? It is raindrop sensor, it is motion sensor. Of course I know because I touch it every day, but of course teacher you will not know all the things. Yeah. So we will classify two areas. The first thing is the input. Electronic input sensor, it returns value. It sends the environment value. For example, light sensor, it returns the light value. Sound sensor, it returns the sound value, sound intensity. Raindrop, motion sensor, temperature and humidity sensor all have values. Yep. So we classify it as an input, which is sensor. Sensor is just a more professional terms with input, but input same meaning as sensors. Okay, the second part for the electronic is output. Output actually it is actuators. Actuators, for example, you can see here. But do you know what actually output meaning is? Input it returns value. So how output it is? Actually, you need to know that some of you might already know the electronic knowledge, but if you know, it is also good. But I also have to teach you guys about the Smarthon system, because we make it easier to teach the electronics and IoT. So output actuators, actually output is it output the things from energy. For example, you can have like a slogan that light, sound, motion. Light, sound, motion actually are the output. Yes, you are right. Actually, for example, like we output the from energy to light, to emit light, or to emit sound, or to turn the motion, all are output. Okay, so Smarthon system to make it easy, and the core of it is IoT bit. The input sensor, it returns value, and output actuators, it is light, sound, motion. Okay, so that's also all our part. Okay, so you know that there is some classification here. Okay, let's go to the electronic part. So, well, I will start to introduce you one electronic one by one, but well, if you don't know what is the concept behind, you will ask me again many times, and of course, if you have the ability to troubleshoot, it is better. Yeah, so let's go ahead. So for different module, it is very easy to identify for Smarthon system. Yeah, there is the word on different module. Well, I can tell you, I need to make the same page with you guys. In the electronics world, actually, I will call these all things are modules. Okay, so all electronics. Yes, all modules. Yeah, let's go ahead. For different modules, actually, there are one word here. You can notice what is the word here. It is I, capital letter I. It means input. Okay, yes, input. And pick one more. It is colorful light, for example. Yes, there is O on it. So it is capital letter O. It is output. Okay, so it is very easy to know. So it is good. Easy to identify. And the second great feature for the Smarthon modules are there are name behind the module. Wow, very important. Well, how come you know all the things? You just can turn back, okay, and then you know what actually it is. Of course, you can argue me that there is a part list class. Of course, I know all the stuff what actually it is. However, we know that the part list class is not always near from us. So actually, if the wordings just behind the modules, it is great. Yeah. So of course you can also notice there is an input wordings here. So let me introduce you. For example, this is temperature and humidity sensor. Yeah. Okay. This one. Can you guess what actually it is? I do not need to guess that. I know there is wording behind on it. I cannot. It is light sensor. Easy. Yeah. So I'm not. I just want to tell you the feature on this. It is not a very advantageous compared with other modules. However, yeah, just want to share all the things to you. But yeah, we are not like arrogant or want to say something. Yeah. So let's continue. So the third thing is, wow, for the electronic, you already know input and output, but actually, Smarthon System actually decide and study that all modules actually are 3-pin or 4-pin. Well, 3-pin. What actually 3 pins are? What actually 4 pins are? Well, so let me introduce more. Different module. Actually, you know that electronic need to have the wires. Okay, wires. Actually, for 3-pin modules, most of the module, 80% of modules have 3 wires. 3 wires, and some very few percentage of the modules are 4 pins. So 4 pins are more advanced module, and 3 pins are more normal. So you can have this concept first, and if you don't know the electronic very well, do you know what actually 3 pins here? And 3 pins which modules are? Okay, so actually let me tell you, if you can notice there are 3 pins here, it is 3 pin. Or you can notice that there are a white thing here of some light pin, or connector, but you do not need to care about so much here. There are 3 pins. Can you notice? GVS. Okay, so it is 3 pin. So actually, I can tell you about there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 modules are 3 pins, and 1 modules are 4 pin. Okay, how to see? How to see this is 4 pins? There are 4 pin here. Can you notice? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So actually, it is 3 pin and 4 pins. You start to know 3 pins and 4 pins. Okay, and the system for the Smarthon, it is good. So let's go ahead. There is a standard color. You start to see and notice that actually there are 3 colors: white, black, red, and yellow. Okay, so you know that black, red, yellow is it 3 number of 3? Yes, it is. Is it used in 3 pin? Yes, you are right. So actually, the 3 pin use the 3 color. The first color is black color, and the second color is red, and the third color is yellow. Black color is standard color in the electronic world, which is 1. And the red color actually in the electronic world we normally regard this as a VCC. It is voltage. And the third one is the yellow, is signal. So actually, all electronic we need the power to turn it on. So the voltage and ground we need to have VCC and ground. And the third one is the signal. We need to give the signal to turn on the things, or get the value from the sensor. So all our module are 3 pin, and the color for the 3 pins are black, red, and yellow. So so let's know more about detail. After you open the box, actually there are 2 wire passes. I will introduce you all the details and what actually the wire pass is. So 2 wire pass. The one wire pass actually it is a module wire. You can notice there are white thing here, and the second wire pass is a black color. So you can start to so we take. This is extensor wire pass. It is actually a module wire pass. We take the module wire pass, and then we take the 3 pin here, 3 pin out from the back, and this 3 pin wire actually we can use it, and we just take one module. Can you please take the white LED here? Okay, white LED. We can try to connect the module wire to the connector here. Okay, so that is easy. You can notice that. Okay, 3 pin, 1 module, and then black color, red color, yellow color, and we can connect here. Of course, easy. Just follow. We try to we insert one of the slot, just this piece, this slot. We be aware that you need to follow the color. So I put it with one. So black follow black, red, and red, yellow, yellow. So student and user will not insert it one. So we successfully connect one of the modules to the IoT bit. Okay, so the modules have 3 pins and actually 3 color. We just try to connect one module, on the IoT bit, which is a processor and core things with microbit. And actually, the 4 pins module also important. So 4 pins, there are 4 wires, of course. So the remaining 1 color is white color. So you do not need to care so much about why it is white color, it is yellow color. But the black color and red color are standard color for voltage and ground. Okay, so let's try take one 4 pin and then connect. But before we do this one, I have to tell you that, I think you already know, there are 8 3-pin module and 1 4-pin module right here. You can try to take the module wire pad, and actually you can take the part list card here and notice something. Actually, the module wire here, you can notice that there are how many? 8 3-pin wire here, okay? And 1 4-pin here, because we have 8 3-pin module and 1 4-pin module. So of course, we have the module wire in this number. So go to here, just try to take the 4-pin module and try, because we connect the 3-pin module here already, and we take the 4-pin module here. So we try to connect together. We also find the connector here, and then plug. Okay, so the 4 module pin here is done. So you just notice that actually, if you want to know more, you already understand black is ground, red is VCC, and other 2 color is signal. You just notice here, actually there are green VCC, and there are 2 other words we don't know what actually it is. You actually do not need to care about it, but you just notice, know that 2 wire actually are signal wire. That's all. So actually it is easy to understand. Okay, so you already know that one pack is module wires. Okay, and other pack actually it is extension wire. I will introduce you a bit more later. So you know that well. Also, the 5th point is actually our module support both female and male. Okay. Actually, I can tell you that the electronic all are female and male only. Female, you can see that you can touch it, and male, there is space for you to insert something. So you can see that, for example, the LED, there are male here. You can actually connect to the IoT bit. I will tell you about later how to connect this male to the female in IoT board. And here we have the male, so that we can, here we have the female, so that we can insert the male here on the IoT bit board. So all electronic, actually there are 2 sides, female and male. And I just want to tell you that all of the electronics from smartphone actually have 2, female and male. It will be very convenient. So okay, so let's go ahead. So we talk about, we know the electronic, we know about I/O sensor, what actually it is, 3 pin and 4 pin, the color. We are now learning the electronic knowledge, right? So the C point is all smartphone series model actually it decided to build a IoT scenario or model. Yeah, it very focused on this. It is a great feature. With smartphone focus on IoT things, IoT scenario, IoT scenes. To build a model, actually you can notice that most of the things you already know. For example, this one, the female and male, and this one actually it is input, and then the word with the lamp. But there are two hosts. What is actually the two hosts' purpose? And I can tell you that many teachers, many users, actually when they want to build a model, they also use the tab to stick the some things on the model with a very ugly cardboard. Wow, it actually doesn't look good. And well, our model actually very focused on we can have two hosts. All modules have two hosts, and actually the width between the two hosts are all the same, so that all the models we decide can allow you to mount all these modules to the models. You can mount the light sensor, mount the LED, mount different anything else you want to the models. So it is very flexible, and it is we actually emphasize and want the all the modules can easier stick on different models in different combination and very flexible. So it is very great feature, and the holes actually are 4 mm diameter. It is standard M for screw and nuts. Okay, standard M for screw and nuts. So okay, so it is very easy to mount the model. Very great, and also the great more feature is for easier to build the model is to easy to extend. So let's go to introduce the extension wire pad. So let's take another pad. Okay, another pad actually you can see that there are two sides. Two sides also are in black color. So actually you can notice that we try to extend something. Why we need to extend something? Because you know that to build a smart city, well, in A2 size map, the left upper corner to right lower corner, it has a very long distance. So do you know how to connect with each other? It is not that easy. So the extension wire is very important, and that's why we include the extension wire inside the pads freely. So let's take one extension wire here, and it is not that difficult to extend. For example, you can see that the LED here and black, red, yellow color, and you just connect here, black, red, yellow. Okay, then it is done. Is it very easy? Wow, it extends the length from here to here, and then you can just connect this board here. Is it very easy? Yes. Wow, extend the very long length. So, well, we very focus on the extension because many things like smart home, smart city, they need to have long length, and you can notice the extension wire feature is there is like a wrapping things. So student will or user will not think very difficult to connect with each other. Just follow the same color, then done. So it is very great for this feature. Yep. So however, you can you try to take the part list right here? How many extension wire here? How many extension wire for 3 pins? there are 5. Okay, yes, there are 5 3-pin extension wire because it's quite enough, yeah, for building a smart city. And there are 2 4-pin extension wire. Okay, the extension wire actually here, yeah, for extension wire, we just try to extend the ultrasonic distance. However, there are no wrapping in the electronic well for 4-pin, so we have to use the male to insert to the female from the module wire of the ultrasonic distance sensor, and then connect each other, and then done. So okay, so 4-pin extension wire there are 2, and 3-pin extension wire there are 5, and the remaining one, what actually it is? Actually, can you see? I'm not trying to brief you and introduce you all the things inside the kit so that you know all the things inside. It will be great. So that also what I want. So the last servo is what is the last thing? It is servo extension wire. Why it is the servo extension wire? Because you can notice that actually in our kits that there is a servo inside. For the servo, the color actually we cannot change the color because in the electronic world, the 3 color for each servo are red, brown, and orange. It is standard color. So for the extension wire, we also include 1 servo extension wire inside the pack, the kits. The servo extension wire also are 3 color. You can take one out from that one. It is let me try to take that out. Orange, red, and brown. Okay, so this is the example. So you now very you now understand very completely about the kit set, all the modules wire, all the extension wire, and why they are different screw and nuts. So it is very good. So well, I think yeah, it is. Wow, we talk a lot about the detail, but it is very important for you to learn. So let's quickly recap. For the electronic, actually, different modules, Smarthon System teach you, and the core things: input, output, input sense value, output transfer energy to something. For the modules, actually, yeah, we input, output EC. We know the lamp ECL. 3 pins, 4 pins cover all the things, and 3 pins use 3 color: black, red, yellow. 4 pins, the remaining color is a white color, and do not need to care so much because white color and yellow color just a signal color. And actually, different modules has 2 sides, which is male and female, and actually it also focus on building model, and it has a hoses to mount the model easily and extend the wire. Wow, very great. So yeah, hope the above can let you understand more about the modules, the electronic on these things. However, yeah, you may ask me a question. Well, how to I just know the electronic name, how to connect, the basic concept, but what actually different sensor and actuator operate, how to actually drive and use. Of course, I will not cover here because different cases may use different modules. So in different cases, you will learn, yes. And also, if you want to know the basic thing, actually, the light sensor, what actually light sensor is it detect some light intensity? Yes. So what is the information? Where is the information? You can, for example, you of course can go to the menu bar and then see what actually the things is. For example, this is distance sensor. It measures the distance between the sensor and objects. Blah blah blah. Of course, this is the menu book, but you can go to the online documentation. Online documentation, of course, have more complete information. You click the sensor and actuators, and you can see that there are different modules here. For example, motion sensor, actually, what is the principle? Yes, what is the pin? What is the specification? How to connect? How to control? Yeah, blah blah blah. So if you want to know all the details, of course you can regard this actually manual book, not manual book, online documentation, which is with the doc, is all information you can search or you can have on that one, very complete one. Yep. For the manual book, just let you to have a very quick start after you open the box, and then you have a smartphone, and then try to follow, and then know all the stuff inside. That's all. Yep. So yeah, it is very great that I can introduce you the Smarthon system. So in the next session, I will start to introduce you the IoT bits. Okay, so hope the Smarthon system can let you know more about how to connect the wire, the basic concept behind on it, and know actually what actually all electronics are, and what resources we have before, then what actually the key focus. So let's go to the IoT bit. IoT bit, yep. Let's for the IoT bit, as I said before, it is the core things. All the electronics are connected to these core things, but we have to know actually what actually all the stuff on the board. If you don't know actually what the board can allow you to allow you to do, what the thing it allow you can do, then or what component on it you can make use, or what area you can connect to, or what port or what pin. Maybe you cannot teach the student, or you cannot use it very in a good way. So yeah, let me repeat again. For this, actually the video, maybe you are a teacher, or you are a user, or you are a maker. This video also will teach you all the details about the chipset and the things. Yeah. So okay, so let's continue. So for the IoT bit, I have to introduce you because it is the core things. Well, for the IoT bit, what actually IoT bit is? Microbit, actually, it is a processor. However, it do not have the Wi-Fi ability. For this IoT bit, actually, this IoT bit is a extension board, IoT extension board. It extends the ability for IoT. Yeah. So when we connect this one to IoT bit, it will have the power to connect the Wi-Fi. That's all. So so actually IoT bit, it is a IoT extension board. It uses the ESP32, which is more powerful than ESP8266. Because if some of you have used some other Wi-Fi chip or Wi-Fi extension board in the market, some of the IoT board actually they use ESP8266, but we use this board as a ESP32 because ESP32 are more powerful than ESP8266, and you can just think that or regard the ESP32 as a double chip, dual chip, compared with the single chip on ESP8266. Just like the chip from iPhone, iPhone 6 to iPhone 6s or iPhone 7, iPhone 10, the chip inside, they use the more powerful processor like A10 to A13, like that. Yep. So just let you know that the ESP32 Wi-Fi chip is very powerful And yeah, the IoT bit, let me introduce you the background first. It has a powerful Wi-Fi function. Yeah, it focuses on IoT states. Yeah, well, I will introduce you one by one in the coming session or coming chapter, focusing more on IoT because different IoT have different knowledge. Wow, so many things we need to learn. So wow, you go to this like wow, many things are pointing out wow, how to learn it one by one. So I will try to introduce you one by one, but in different manner. Of course, when you want to know more about different things, again, you need to go to you can go to the online documentation. Okay, online documentation, Smart City IoT Kit. When you click it, you can see that IoT bit introduction. Yep. Actually, there are all the specification, all the pinout size, and what all the areas description, how to start. Yep. Of course, I here try to introduce you more innovatively and classify something so that you can more understand, be easier to understand. Okay, let's start. The first thing, of course, it is the microbit edge connector. When you insert the microbit on this IoT bit, of course, this is for you to insert the microbit. I also want to give you some tips. Is when you insert the microbit, you can left right to insert it. It will be more easy. Yep. So this is a microbit slot, microbit edge connector for you to just connect it. You can just see the here. Just take the microbit and then insert. Well, in the kit set, actually there is a USB wire come with, and you can I can just tell you guys that when you open this one, there's USB here. Okay. When you try to after you know the program inside the microbit, I think all of you also know that you actually just connect the microbit and load the program inside. Then done, take it out, and then slot it into this direction, and then done. Okay. I would like to say that how to power on the IoT bit. Actually, you can see that on the left hand side there are different options for the power. The first one is of course the switch, the USB. Of course, I want to tell you that it is a 5-volt system. First, you can the option 1, you can just insert the USB on the USB port and then just switch it on and then it will turn on. So it is very easy. Yep. So how to turn it on? Just follow this way. Yeah. How to turn it on? I just try to here and then turn it on. I want to say something is for the whole board it is 5-volt system. Okay. And if you want to use the function on IoT bit board, we have to power on the IoT bit using this power option instead of power on the micro bit by this way. By this way, cannot. Okay, cannot because micro bit actually it is V-volt only. We cannot use the V-volt and then turn on the bottom board, which is IoT bit, and we can just only turn it on using the power option on the left hand side, and just I want to let you know. Okay. And the second thing is AA battery. So AA battery, it is also good. In the kit set actually it comes with the battery holder. Okay, so you can actually you can actually just like this and then just like this and then turn it on. Yep, it is convenient. You can see that, you can try to notice that wow, for the battery it is good because you can buy the battery in somewhere or in a supermarket. It is yeah, and it is not reusable for the battery from you if you buy from supermarket. But for the option, it is convenient for you for option 2 because you can take the board anywhere you want. Yeah. For the USB, actually it is good because you can just connect with the computer and then turn it on the board. Also, why we have this two options and actually, yeah, because in IoT world, we need to use the IoT bit continuously to upload the data and monitoring something. So for the option 1 USB, it is quite good because you can have a power bank to turn to connect with the IoT bit so that you can put the IoT bit in one place anywhere. Also, you can pop the USB with the power socket directly. It provides the energy continuously so that it will provide the energy to the IoT board continuously and will not be turned off. So that's also good. Yep. So the third option fee is a lithium battery. Of course, a lithium battery holder it haven't come with on the kit. However, you can buy it separately. But the option 1 and option 2 are very enough already. So going back to these things, I would just like to introduce you. There are 3 options here, the left hand side, and if you turn it back, you can see that the 5V USB and the lithium it is 3.47 to 4.5, and the last one is the battery battery holder. There are 4 2A battery, 4 times 1.5 equal to 6 volts, and actually it provides 6 volts. So there are 3 options provide the energy. However, 5V or 4.5 or 6V, it will also convert to 5V finally. So just let you know more about the 5V system only. Okay, so let's go ahead. So what else? What stuff actually on the board? How come so many things I need to learn? Wow, be patient. Yep. If you know all the things, it will be good if some student ask you what actually it is. Or yeah, if you are a maker, well, I know all the things I can create. Okay, so the built-in module. Built-in module. What actually the main thing on the IoT board? I want to tell you that the main thing for the IoT board and the core thing is Wi-Fi module. You can notice that there is a Wi-Fi module here. It allows us to connect Wi-Fi. It is the main thing. So when you try to take this, actually you can take this out. Why you can take this out? Because if this one have problem, you can change it. And I want to tell you that it is IoT bit. In IoT world, of course, IoT knowledge I will cover more to you later. But IoT actually not just Wi-Fi, but also Bluetooth, other communication protocol like LoRa. Yep. So actually, in this wireless socket, it uses the serial P8 and P16 to connect the wireless module. For this one, it is a Wi-Fi module only. So just let you know more about the record. Okay. So the second thing is of course the OLED. Why OLED is also important? Because OLED is a good display for you to display the sensor value on the display board. And actually, it can also show different internet information. So OLED is also very important, and that's why we include the Wi-Fi module and OLED on the IoT bit. Okay, so what other thing else on the built-in module on the IoT bit? Well, the third thing, I will try to introduce you all the details. And the third thing is the musical buzzer. Actually, it comes with musical buzzer on the board. On our chipset, actually there is no buzzer. However, there is a built-in buzzer, musical buzzer. on IoT bit. Yeah. So actually you might ask that, wow, does it support V2? Yeah, yes. If you ask this question, you know that actually microbit version 2 come with musical buzzer. So the next question you will ask is, will you support V2? Yes. But why there is buzzer here? So I can tell you that if you use the version 2 microbit, okay, it will turn on the two buzzer together. That's all. So it is compatible. So the musical buzzer, actually for the microbit, it connect with PCO by default. We cannot drive the musical buzzer with other pin. It is by default. We cannot control. So so there is a switch next on the right hand side, and then if you want to use the PCO instead of the buzzer, then switch it off. Yeah. And if you want to use the musical buzzer, and then you can switch it on. Yep. So you know that the power, the sock, the edge connector for microbit, Wi-Fi module, OLED, and musical buzzer with the buzzer switch. Yep. So around 50% you know now. So it support version 2. That's great for the IoT bit. Okay, let's go ahead. For the processor, actually it is used for to connect the module. Okay, otherwise there are no use. So where? So you can, of course, the much here, I think, location you can notice is there are 3 color: black, red, yellow. Of course, the black, red, yellow. For you to insert the 3-pin module, and then you can control. There are different places. PCO 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 6, 7, 9, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All the pins are extended from microbit, because you know that actually microbit have different pins, but you can actually connect the modules into different pins. However, you cannot all using crocodile clip. So after you insert the microbit, and then you can actually connect the microbit modules on different place very easily. So let's go ahead. 3-pin port and 4-pin port, of course, because Smarthon System have 3-pin ports and 4-pin ports. So that's why 3-pin ports and 4-pin ports we have here. And the servo port, actually we have 3 more servo port here, because it is from ESP32 Wi-Fi module, because actually microbit the pin, it is not enough. Yeah. So we also extend the 3-pin, yeah, from the Wi-Fi module. It is mainly used on servo, because I would also like to tell you about the board actually quite focused on IoT. If you want to use to microbit to do some robotic, like there are so many legs on a robot, of course it uses many servo. So you then buy the servo extension board better, because you need to know that not all the products or not all the extension board can fulfill all the things. You need to know that the feature, all the things on the IoT bit board is focused on IoT, and all the things are used on that. So for this IoT board, it is very powerful. It has so many flexibility. Yeah, it has yeah. You need to know this thing. So 3 servo is already very enough. So let's go ahead. I2C port. I2C port also are 4-pin. For I2C port, I want to tell you more about this one. Actually, I2C you do not need to care so much, because it is also 4-pin. So you just know that it is 4-pin. I want to tell you more about that. That's the OLED here. Actually, you can take it out, as I said before, and you can try to see that. Okay, why we need to take it out? Because some cases we need to take it out as a display board for showing some value, for example noise value, or on some cases, well, you need to know how to connect. But for the I2C, you just regard this one as a 4-pin. Do you remember 4-pin which 4 color? Red, black, yellow, white. Okay, red color is what? Red color is VCC. Okay, black is ground color. So actually you just see that here GV, okay, and SCL, SDA are just signal, so you can just figure this signal. So it is very difficult to explain the I2C. Is it yes or no? But you just need to know that 4 pins, actually 2 are signal, 2 are VCC and GND, just like the voltage, just like the distance sensor. And other 2 you don't know what actually it is. However, I2C is some kinds of protocol. It is very common, so we take these 2, extend also the I2C port here for you to different purpose. If you are electronic guy, maybe you know, but if you are not, maybe you just know that this is the 4 pins module. So together, actually in the whole kit set, actually there are 2 4-pin things. One is a ultrasonic distance sensor, and other one is a OLED. So OLED, actually, let's take one extension wire out, okay, from extension wire pack. Let me drink a water. Yes, because wow, it takes so long to explain. Yeah, I am happy to here introduce you all the knowledge. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, so extension wire. You try to see that here 4 extension wire, and but 4 wire, black color is GND. So you just try to connect here. Red, yellow. Okay, done. And then you also notice that there are GND, VCC, and 2 are signal. Just follow. Okay, follow black color with ground. Okay, so it extended. Okay, OLED, and actually you can insert to here, yeah. So this is the I2C, just let you know, but 4-pin wire. So, but the I2C is advanced one. But all the things you can just follow our online documentation, how to connect. Just follow, and you can just find how to do it. Okay. The 6th point is rapid access port. We know all the things on the upside. And we go to the bottom side now. Wow, that's good. And you can start notice that there are 3 things here. Actually, they are rapid access ports. What is the rapid access port? Actually, wow, we can start to do it. We can start to use it now. Do you remember that? Actually, let me zoom out. And actually, do you remember this one? Yes. There are female, but there are male here. Do you remember? Yep. Yeah, that is the things. You can actually insert to here. However, I try to take this out. Again, when you take this wire out from the connector, don't just take it out directly. It will very easily to break the wire. You need to left, right, and then take it out. It is the right manner for you to take it out. Okay. Go to here. There are 3 direct access ports. It is good because you can just try to insert here. That's great. You see, easy. No need to anything. So why there are 3 rapid access ports? Can you tell me that what pin for this 3 access port? PCO, PCO P1 and P2. Yes, PCO and P1 P2. Why they are rapid access swap? Because in IoT, you don't want to connect the wire or the things and mount on the model. Sometimes you want to test it right away. And for example, put the light sensor and then the LED. Yes, then that is the reason. For you can direct access and direct rapid access. The rapid access for rapid access the modules. That's all. There are 3 areas. Okay. And the last thing for the IoT board is the crocodile pin. Crocodile pin. You also know that microbit have crocodile pin. Of course, in this board, of course, it also extend the crocodile pin because crocodile pin is very useful for you to do some experiment on some conducting material like water. Although the smart city cases will not use this crocodile pin, however, for other chipset like smart home or smart plant, they might use. For example, we can detect the water, whether it is scroll down or the water is used up in for the plants to pumping the water. Yeah, so it is also good. Yeah, so can do experiment. So actually, yeah, try to conclude. Wow. Let's for the whole IoT bit, actually, yeah, I think you all know all the things. The slot, module, wireless module, OLED, power option, 3 pin, yep, 4 pin, buzzer, I2C, okay, and rapid access port and crocodile pin. That's all. So of course, I just give you a very quick introduction for the IoT board specification. But if you use the case, play the cases later, you will know more. But you of course you know more about here right now. So crocodile pin, okay. So but the things I want to tell you is some sphere pin actually happen in the IoT board. Why I want to tell you like this? Because you know that sometimes. Actually, I want to tell you one thing is, can you notice that here? Can you see there is capital letter L here above 6 and 7 and 9? Do you know what actually it means? Actually, the pin 6, 7, and 9 are shared pin by microbit LED. Do you know actually the microbit LED, what pin actually the LED pin are using? Actually, I want to tell you that the fact one processor it will not have 100 pins or 1000 pins. It has limited pins. So and some pin actually are using you know that the pins are for you to not pin port or pin for you to connect some modules and to control or get some value. Some actually on micro of course we already try to extend all the pin for you on the IoT board for you to connect, but some thing on the microbit actually are using. For example, the button or the LED light 5x5 on the board. Of course, we haven't extended the AB button pin to IoT board, but we extend the LED 5x5 LED pin to IoT board so that you can use it. If you want to use it, you just disable. So that is the concept and the thing I want to tell you. So let's talk about the shared pin, because if the pins are shared, you can just use one. Let me tell you more about. The most common thing for shared pin is buzzer. Yeah, you also know that the PCO. It is a default. If you want to drive the musical buzzer, you have to use a PCO. Then, if you are using the musical buzzer, can you still connect other module to PCO? No, you say, yeah, cannot, because you are driving the buzzer. How come you can actually connect another module like LED? You already putting the signal to buzzer, but can you do the same thing with LED? Different. So please aware that PCO buzzer, if you want to use the buzzer, you cannot insert something on PCO. You try to use another pin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, that's also fine. And also, also want to tell you that the web packet access port here also a PCO. So you cannot connect the web packet access port or a VPN together or a buzzer. Just pick one, okay? If you want to use 3 things, just use another place, no? Yeah, that's all. Share pin PCO. Okay, second things you need to know or aware for the share pin is the P1. P1 also shared by web access port and VPN. P2 also same. Okay. Okay, and the next thing is the P12 and P13. Actually, the 3 pins port are shared with the 4 pin ports. You need to aware like this. If you are connecting the I try connect one thing now, one 4 pin module now. You want to connect the ultrasonic distance sensor. Of course, it is 4 pin module. You can find there are 2 4 pin slot here, right? So you try to connect like G, B, 12 and 13 here. Okay, following the color. Yep. So you are using 12 and 13 now. So can you still use the 3 pin port of 12 and 13? Cannot. Do you understand what I mean? Yep. So if you are using, for example, I try to use the LED. Okay, LED on 3 pin port like 13. No, 15. Okay, can you use the distance sensor on 14 and 15? Can you? Like this? Cannot. Do you know what I mean? So you just try to it is not you actually can change the 15 to other port. Yeah, for example P1. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So actually, yeah, please be aware that this one. Okay, the last thing is the strapping, and of course I already tell you guys before, is the L. Yeah, actually you can try to take the IoT bit and see that actually how many L capital letter on the box. Can you find? Actually give you 10 seconds. Yeah, easy to find. There are 6 3, 4, 10, 6, 7, 9, 6. Okay, so actually these 6 pins are used for LED lights. So let me introduce you more. If you want to use it, then disable. So what are you saying? Can you elaborate more? Of course. So let's go to here. Let's try. Okay, so let's go to here. Firstly, if we want to use the P6, then we have to go here, basic LED, and set LED enable force. Okay, if you set the LED enable force, that means this LED are disabled. So if you disable that, you cannot put the things on LED 5x5 LED, and you can now use the 6 pin 3, 4, 10, 6, 7, 9. Okay. Okay. So, however, if you haven't disabled, if you want to show something on it, then you cannot use the 3, 4, 10, 6, 7, 9. Okay? Do you understand what I mean? I think so. Yep. So it is shared. So it means that if you want to use these 6 pins, you have to disable. Otherwise, if you want to use the light on microbit, you cannot use this 6 pin. That's all. However, we have the display OLED. It is already very enough for you to show something on it, and then you do not need to use the LED. Yeah. If you still insist you want to use the LED, then what you can do is to give up this 6 pin and then use other pins. That's all. So just some share tips for you. Okay. Okay. So I think most of the things are done. So let me to do the recap. For the share pin, actually, I need to let you know that PCO, P1, P2, and the 3 pin and 4 pin are shared. Actually, you do not need to remember. You can notice all the wordings on this, and then you know that the share pin, yeah, it is shared by LED. Yes. So share pin is very important for you to know. And for the IoT bit board, actually it is IoT bit. And actually the edge connector, different things on it, I will not repeat together, but I hope the above IoT bit training can let you know very detailedly on the IoT bit and what is the great feature. Again, actually all the things detail are on the website. However, yeah. If you still want to download the PPT from my this teacher training session, you can actually download it. So thank you very much for the first video. I just try to cover the product introduction, and then actually focus on the smart city, the smartphone system, how to connect things, electronics, and actually what IoT bit on the what stuff on the IoT bit, and what component is on it, and share pin. So lastly, I would like to tell you that to end this video, for the whole smart city kit, it very focused on learning smart city and IoT, and the design on the smartphone series module also very focused on IoT. It help to mount the model. Yeah, it help to extend the wire. Yeah, on IoT bit board, all things are very useful on IoT bit. So it is very great and powerful and very convenient board. Yeah, smartphone design, and hope it can help you guys can do the IoT project more efficiently. So this is that's all for this session, and I hope to seeing you in the next video. We will introduce, for example, normal cases, basic IoT, and advanced IoT. Okay, goodbye.